to calm your memories. I know it's wrong, just give until it's gone. Some tired mantra calls ever onward. Shout it loud, just make it up somehow. Well, alright. And it'll call you back to mind. At once, at last. Oh goodness mercy mine. Soldier on, but please not so long. This time. Move on, let's face that all you trust is a simple phrase. No time, no place. When all you hope is that everything breaks. No wrong or right, just do whatever you like. No wrong or right, just do whatever you like. No bliss, no light. Tell me it's all just a lie. You can't scare me none. I'm still the lucky one. Oh. Oh, she can't wait for what I can give. She knows what I am, but she won't believe me. Is it all okay? Will I come off the like this? I can't believe it. It's always like this, 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 like this. Kept it at bay, yes, you kept your word. Is there on your mouth, but it's not what I heard. If I follow the light that I deem the brightest, I won't believe it. It's always like this. But I'm not gone. Oh, you can't wait for what I can give you. Know what I am, so you know how I live. And try to look proud, but you're not in the slightest. It's happening now, and it's always been like this. Like this, 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 like this. You wasted love. I'm not home. I'm not home. Home, you wasted love. I'm not home. I'm not home. Home, you wasted love. I'm not home. I'm not home. Home, you wasted love. I'm not home. I'm not home. Home, you wasted love. I'm not home. I'm not but I'm not gone.
Right, hello, welcome to the stream, guys. I am Spruce Moose here. We'll be casting this Malaysia Esports Best of 2 Series 818Esports versus RH.PIMS fan club. And we have a look at the draft so far, see what's going on. We've got the 3 bans from each side so far, and the picks of Undying and Gyrocopters. RH.PIMS fan club going for the Undying first pick, 818, quickly following up with the Gyrocopter and the Omni Knight. The first phase bans for 818 being the Night Stalker, Medusa and Quap, and straight up PIMS fan club bans will be the Tinker, Clockwork and the Earth Spirit. So kind of unusual we see a first ban Tinker and Quap as well, to be fair. But I think the rest of the bans are pretty meta, as it were. Talking about meta, here comes Tiny. PIMS fan club picking up the Tiny as the second pick. Brewmaster banned out there by 818. Undying for PIMS is more likely going to be the support rather than the solo offlane. I haven't seen a lot of solo offlane Undying in a long time. He works the best in these kind of dual aggro lanes. Imagine the Omni Knight will be the offlane for 818. And Gyrocopter the carry, and is doing some crazy support gyro, but it's not often that we see teams open without picking up a support. But obviously valuing these core picks higher. So it's a very quick ban to come out. So Viper's been banned out by 818 and the Wyvern for PIMS. Neither team has the best pushing draft so far. So I mean, Tiny's decent, I guess, with the tree nowadays for that cleave and the tower damage. But certainly 818 lacking a little bit of tower hitter. Jarkot is not awful by any means, but it's certainly not as good as he could be compared to certain heroes. But I like the Omni Knight versus the Tiny. Repel going to be doing a lot of use, and we see the Rubik is going to be picked up by 818. I mean, it's decent. You got 2 decent spells to steal from the Tiny. They are pretty much always guaranteed to get the Avalanche or the Toss. Undying. I mean, Decay is not great for Rubik, but Soul Rip or Tombstone would be a great steal if you can get it. Ooh, and here's the AA coming out for Pims. So, looking at the draft so far, we've had the Medusa banned out, we haven't had the Morphling banned out. With that Ancient Apparition pickup by Pim's fan club, to me that seems like they want to go for the Morphling, or just kind of ensure that 818 don't want to pick it up because they've picked up the Ancient Apparition. And 818 will go for the Sand King. Okay, so they've got a pretty strong magic damage team fighty lineup on the side of 818. I quite like the Sand King there. Just going to be a support duo of Rubik and Sand King there. Can get a lot done in the lanes. For sure, let's see if my prediction is correct. Do they still want to go for the Morphling? They've got not a huge, crazy amount of burst, but they've got a pretty decent amount of burst on the side of 818. Okay, and then they go for the Faceless Void. Okay, so it's that Void AA combo. It could still be an off-lane Void, though. For mid or safe lane Tiny. Last ban coming out from 818 will be the Razor. Do you think this would be safe lane Void or off lane Void? I assume it's probably don't want to be... Well, I don't know what the mid for 818 is yet, so maybe they're keeping it flexy. Almost certain Gyrocopter will be the safe lane. I have seen some Gyrocopter run mid. With the RTZ type build, you spam the missile. Pretty irritating and obnoxious in the lane, for sure. Decent kill potential as well with the roaming supports. But I imagine it will be a safe lane gyro. The banned Storm Spirit, okay. Yeah, more burst potential. Goes pretty well with like the Rubik Sand King and the Omni Knight as well. To put Repel on the Storm Spirit, you just can't touch him. See from the back lines, take out the Ancient Apparition. Ooh. Oh, okay. The last pick, Doom. So it's probably going to be mid or safe lane Tiny then. Probably mid Tiny, safe lane Void, off lane Doom, I assume. I think they're going to match up against the Tiny then, because now they know they've got the melee matchup. They can go for something a bit different. Got 2 minutes on the clock for 818. What are we thinking? So they need a mid hero. Oh, okay. Oh, they go for the AD. Yeah. I can deal with that. Still kind of lacking some tower push though. On both sides a little bit. Pim's probably a little bit better off in that regard. They've got the Tiny and the Void. I mean, Doom can get some nice auras going as well. Might build Helm. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I'm not sure who has the edge here in the draft. I quite like the Pim's draft, I think. I tip them for the win. We'll see. If you're just joining the stream, guys, welcome. I'm Spruce Moose here, and we'll be casting this best of 2 series between 818Esports and Pim's Fan Club. Hopefully we've got a good series here for you guys. We'll try to be as interactive with Twitch chat as possible. Do have a quick pause here. So a couple of wards up on the Ancient Apparition. Rest of the team moving down. Meanwhile, we see the Radiant 818. They're going to group up and move themselves towards the top lane. Bring up the last hits just in preparation for the start of the game. And actually you can see them spread out now. So Rubik's going to go towards the middle lane. Let's get a ward up. Pings are coming out. Nice deep ward placed here. We'll block up the camp, of course. You see the rest of the die. They're moving to bottom as 4. Faces Void's taking the top. They're looking for a cheeky first blood, or at least. Oh, they block the camp as well here. Similar ward placings on both sides. Just trying to secure these two runes. As you see, draw across the map. And we get another nice ward here by the Ancient Apparition. Okay, are they gonna be aggro laning this? I assume it'll be the Undying and the Doom. Oh, maybe not. So Dominant here, he's sitting here, he's ready to catch the creep wave. This is a very strong movement by the offlaner, try and pull the wave away. Can he steal that aggro? Yes he can. It will take a lot of harass from the Ancient Apparition though with the Chin Touch. Down to half his health, but he should be fine. And he'll benefit now from all that free experience that he gets. We are mid. We've got a melee duel versus ranged. OD and Shadow Shaman. Sorry, not Shadow Shaman, Rubik. Lance value. Versus the Undying and the Tiny. This is sort of the environment that Undying normally thrives in, but they both are neither strength cores, they are both ink cores. So not as effective as it would be otherwise. Meanwhile, bottom, Doom's running out the lane. Go grab himself a creep. He's got that regen now, 5.5 regen on the setter. With the Hadouken, of course. Extra potential for kills, ganks, extra damage. And it looks awesome as well, of course. So Knight versus this Void. I mean, both heroes here should be fine. Should be a relatively even trade, but you are putting your safe laner here in a situation where he's not going to be winning, but he's not going to expect to die. Of course, always has the Q available to time walk off the damage from the Omni Knight. Doesn't really mind the degen aura for that same reason he can get that gap going. kill potential wise in the lane, I imagine it's probably going to be probably bottom, maybe top depending on rotations. Sort of a banish coming out. So this OD now able to just hold both heroes here in this middle lane. We're at bottom. Doom might be in trouble. Gets telekinesis up with the stun from the Sand King, Rocket Barrage, and the Fade Bolt there from the Rubik will claim first blood. Going the way of IFAT there on that Rubik. Asian Apparition take a lot of harass from this Moon Knight, needs to be careful. We'll be fine, we'll manage to walk himself underneath the tower. See Moon Knight now thinking about getting in a Orb of Venom, which I believe it's bringing its way in. It is indeed. This has got to be super irritating for this tiny Undying dual lane. Every time you want to do anything, just get astraled. Seems good. Bottom again. Doom in trouble. Getting body blocked up. The missile comes onto him there as well. They have enough damage to bring him down. Yes, they indeed they do. The Caustic and the Fade Bolt will bring him down. DC there on the Sand King will claim that second kill there against the Doom. More middle, more astral banishing. Just try to harass back the OD as much as they can. He still has a salve available if he needs it. Tiny only has the one tango, doesn't have a branch available though, and the Undying has a salve as well, just in case. So they do have a decent amount of regen on the dire side there. But Doom not having a grand old time in the lane, unfortunately at the start. So as you see, the Omni Knight salve up. The Undying is rotating in with the Void, the AA. They can try and get a kill here on the Omni. It's not going to be the easiest kill. You don't really have any catch. Not until the Void gets level 6 at least. Or you'd have Tiny. Meanwhile, middle. Having rotation for the Sand King and the Rubik, but the Tiny expects it affects this board placement here. Another stack going up there. Haste Sand King. And Pause comes out. Doom immediately pops the Scorched Earth. Trying to regen up as fast as he can. It's a crazy amount of regen, 25.5 regen there. Has the bonus armor passive now. G. And we're on the way. Rubik's running in as well. Sand King has a stun. Will land. Missile coming out as well. With the telekinesis, and Doom might be in trouble here. I don't think the Scorched Earth is going to be enough regen to save him. It will not be. The Fade Bolt there from Rubik will secure the kill. 3-0. All kills against the Doom so far. Nicely done there by 818. Another Astral. Another Banish. You see Tiny now going for the 2 points in the toss, 1 in the Avalanche. Rubik here looking in on this middle lane for potential to kill. You know, Omni Knight chasing down the AA. Only level 2 on the AA. Void. He's not too far away from level 6. Most of the level 5 still to go. Gonna go for the telekinesis? No. Kuro's winging its way in. Oh, they just managed to get that kill there on the Omni Knight. Okay. Nice bash procs, I assume, with the gold feet and the chilling touch. Telekinesis back down to Tiny, but just a little bit harassed. Too crazy. Gyrocopter, how's he doing? So he's going for the Ring Killer Phase Boots. See Doom here to go try and grab up the bounty runes. Sand King will grab his rune though, and there will be a regen rune bottom, which one of the spots will cover, I imagine. Tiny now gets that tree at level 4. So he's going to start being a bit more effective in this lane now with that tree cleave. So we'll be looking to get towards the Phase Boots as his boot of choice. Tiny also has a Ring of a Kill, obviously, trying to increase his armor a little bit. He's walking straight to the tower, just ashling up the AA. Scan comes out there, but no one was in the trees, it just sort of catches them on the edge of the lane. Meanwhile, So a little bit of a better time now. Let's see the snare available. Those skeleton warriors. Gyrocopter has the cooldown available though, level 6. And he's actually doing really well in the last. It's 39 and 14 in the gyro. Just 33-15 on the void, 34-10. You're going to see a wraparound again. Missile will come out onto the Doom, but he's going to retreat straight back towards the tower. I don't think they're going to die from under this. Top, Void taking punishment from the Purify, and the only bit will time walk that off. AA and Undying look like they're going to rotate towards the top lane here. Undying with the Doom. Okay, cooldown comes out. Missile is out as well. Missile does hit. Do they have enough damage? The Undying rotates. Sanking gets a stun there. Tombstone is dropped. They get the ensnare there onto the driver. It's going to go down with the Infernal Blade there from the Doom. That is a big kill. Can Sanking TP out? Do they have anything to cancel it? No, they do not. And the Chronosphere comes out. There's nothing but trapping his own teammates, unfortunately. Doom will TP immediately to this top lane. He needs to be careful, actually. The only otherwise just be able to run him down. He's going for it. He's got the Soul Ring. Snare comes up there from the Doom. Nicely done. Has salve as well. Should be fine. But not a great rotation from the side of the Dire. Now 818. 3k net worth advantage. They did lose the gyro though. But I think it's probably okay for that big rotation. So Undying will be queuing up the mechanism. Void will be looking probably for the Mask Madness. You are middle, Tiny. His Astral Dark Telekinesis up. He's going to go straight for the TP. Can he make it? One more hit? No. He will be safe. Nicely played there by the Tiny. Knowing they lacked the extra disable to stop that TP. Meanwhile, AA might be in trouble here again. Run down here for the Degen Aura. Doesn't have enough mana. Doesn't have the Soul Ring available for the Purify. There we go. Drops it down. Tombstone is dropped down by the Undying, but this Omni Knight is very, very fast. He's got the phase boost. He's just going to turn around and farm the creeps. Lift will be used to try and push out the OD from pushing in this mid tower. We do see a smoke come out from the AA. Instantly popped by the Omni Knight. That was a very quick death. Okay. Undying was there a moment ago with the Fire Strike and the Purify. It's a lot of damage. And a wasted smoke as well, so nice economic disadvantage as well from the side of 818. Not that they knew the smoke was wasted, I guess. But it's not great for Pims. So Doom is probably looking towards the Drums Endurance. Yeah, he is indeed. Phase boots and drums. Try to stack up those auras. But really, really scared of this Omni Knight. Omni Knight is level 8. Look at Infernal Blade on the Purify does so much damage. They pop the Doom actually onto the Omni Knight, but I think he's going to walk away now. Nice stun there from the Doom. It's the little rock golem, of course. They're trying to chase him down. Do they have enough damage? The cooldown comes out as well. They're pushing them back, and the Omni Knight's just going to be fine. And that's Doom used. Missile will go on to Doom. I don't think there's going to be any more follow-up. But that's a big spell used. Omni Knight survives, but as we said before in this draft, they're lacking this lockdown. I mean, this is what the Undying and the AA do, right? With the AA, you really need to have another hero to pair to really enable the cold feet. Undying offers next to no CC. Great team fighter, very aggressive hero, but they have no catch outside of the Chrono or the Tiny. So it's all down to the cause. It's not necessarily what you want to be. Meanwhile, middle lane, Tiny is getting dove pretty hard by the OD. The Astral comes out. Tiny's pretty low. Gets the toss out. 2 more hits should do it. Let's get an uphill miss. No. Cool guys don't look at deaths. OD just turns away and walks away. Meanwhile, the Omni Knight does kill the Doom. Just tries to retreat into the jungle. And this is looking very, very good for 818 at the moment. 8k net worth advantage. 8-2 the score. Bottom lane pushing in hard. They've got the siege cart there as well. OD takes the mid tower. Gyro takes the top tower. Really nice movement so far from the Radiant side. AA just kind of trapped in the trees here, trying to soak some experience where possible. And he EDCs, okay. We use the time to click around the item, see what's going on. So Gyrocopter is going for that Mask of Madness, has the gold to do so, has the phase boots in the ring of a killer. AA sitting on a lot of gold actually, maybe trying to get the Midas, get themselves back into that game, try and get the extra levels needed. Looks like OD is going for the Pike. Yep. Casual Bracer. He wants to build drums as well, potentially. So before Undying, we'll be going for the Mechanism. Sagging already has his Blink Dagger, that's a really nice timing. We'll be going the Arcane Boots next. Void. Casual, just casual Morbid Mask for now. We'll be looking to go into the Yasha. Tiny still trying to get his treasure. Tiny has not had a nice game so far. If we switch to the net worth, let's have a look. Yeah, top 3 heroes, all Radiant, then Void, then Sand King, then Tiny. It's kind of indicative of how that mid lane went. The fact the OD could bully out 2 heroes by himself in the mid lane. Not a nice laning matchup for sure. I think the next, well, I say the next power spike. What they really need to do is get the AA at the level 6, combine that up with the Chrono. See if they can win a fight that way. They do split out the Sand King. Gets the Burst Strike off and steals a really nice play. Tries to purify for the burst down the Void. They're not going to get the Time Walk off. Only Knight. He's going to now retreat there. He has the phase boost. It should be fine. And the haste rune as well. AA rotates over. Still not quite level 6 though. Only Knight in fact runs straight back in them with the haste rune. Has no fear. 3 levels above their mid laner. He's going to just run down the Undying. What is this? Pops the drums. I think he's had enough of that. Enough of bullying 4 heroes by himself. Meanwhile, Rubik's pushing into the middle lane. OD posturing, wrapping around as well. Gyrocopter will be pushing in the top lane, has the Mask of Madness completed now. Tiny does grab up the treads. AA so close to that level 6. A couple more creeps will do it. Here comes the epicenter from the Sand King. Blinks forward onto the Faceless Void from that shot core. Just instantly burst down with that magic damage with the Purify as well. Trying to fight something in return. The Tiny comes in with the Avatos. Doom comes out as well. There will be enough damage to bring down the Owner with the Duke as well. But stolen Doom from the Rubik goes onto the Tiny. Going to take him out of this fight. Unable to cast any spells. Going to try and walk himself into the trees. The hammer is dropped by the OD. Brings down the Ancient Apparition. He did banish up. Trying to fight into the Undying as well. But the Undying does manage to bring down the OD. And this is a huge fight so far for Pims. But a huge cooldown comes down from the Gyro. He turned up to this fight now. He's going to clean up the rest of the Dire side here. Or is he? Toss comes out from the Tiny. Doom will go down one more hit. Tiny's very, very low. Rocket will go on. Is Gyro going to chase this? But a bit of a back and forth fight. But a huge win on the side of Pims. Managed to bring down that big, big OD. Saying that, 818s don't really lose any map control. They don't really lose anything. There's no objectives that Pims can take from this fight. The fact that they are so far behind at this point. Any fight that's vaguely even is a pretty big win for them. But Jericho just going to keep on farming. Has the Yasha completed, we'll be going for the S and Y. Oh, meanwhile the Chrono comes out here onto 1. Catches the OD. Stolen Chrono from the Rubik, catches 2. Nicely done. That's a beautiful stolen Chrono by the Rubik, and now the Radiant are going to tear apart this fight. The Burst Strike comes through onto 2 there. Tiny TPs himself in. AA will be next full with the Purify coming out from the Omni Knight. Tiny will be the next full with the Orbs from the OD. Boy just goes, I'm out of here. Time walks himself away. Can they chase him down? Has another Time Walk available? No, he does not. The Purify comes out with the Burst Strike and the Corsair. A double kill there for Phoenix Jolly on the Omni Knight, and that is a full team wipe. This Rubik with those plays. That was a beautiful stolen Chronosphere. Normally a spell that's not that useful to steal, but he placed it absolutely perfectly. Really nice job. And now the rest of 818 back to farming, back to pressuring these lanes. OD has the drums, has the 4-star fin. We're still looking at the pipe. Burst Strike comes forward there onto the Doom, and 2 free hits We'll do it. AA Blast comes out. Healing Spree now back on 818. Nothing to say on the OD. They toss forward the Sand King. Sorry, the Undying. Undying drops down the Tombstone. Void is here. Reserve Chronos Fear does get the first hit Bashley on the OD with the Avatos. Will be enough to bring him down. So that's a big, big kill. 462 gold going towards the Tiny. They drop down the Ob Ward there on the Sand King, trying to keep their vision so he can juke through. Rubik is here. They try to look to turn this. Gyro is turned up. The missile comes onto the Undying. Rubik gets a steal, gets the Time Walk. I think they'll opt to just take the Tombstone instead. 150 gold going towards the Gyrocopter there. They lost the Doom, but they lost a bigger hero on the side of 818, the OD. But again, nothing Pims can really do to capitalise on that. They're just going to lose another tower bottom here. Omnite will cut the wave. Next objective, I imagine, will be Roshan or this top tier 2 tower. Yep. So they see them drawing on the map. Omnite's like pushing this mid, pushing this top. Should be able to secure the Roshan after pushing into lanes. Doom will be looking for up lane deck. It has the drums completed with the phase boost. Mask Command is actually picked up now by the Void, but that's all he's really got. AA. No. Hasn't gone for the Midas, was looking for the Tranquil boost instead. Tiny, how you doing? Has the Yasha, looking for the S and Y actually. Gets some more stats. Needs more stats. Undying, has the Buckler. Might give the man a bit full mech. But that is a dead Void again. No buyback this time. Did he buy back in the previous fight? I think he did. No. But he's just bought out. That's a huge kill. 37 seconds down. They should be able to take this tier 2 now without the contest here. No Chronosphere. Should be an easy tower for 818. You see the Gyrocopter is pressuring the lane as fast as he can. Go back into the jungle, waiting for the creeps to push in. The Dire Known is just trying to secure this side of the map, bottom side. Placing down their wards and trying to regain what map control they can, knowing this side is top is lost. There you go. Yeah, they're not going to contest this. Void is up in 2 seconds. They would need to take this fight if they go more for sure. But it looks like they're just going to back out. Maybe try and take Roshan. Looks like the Dire side will be grouping for a smoke. 3 heroes here. Let's make up with the Doom, AA, and the Undying. But the positioning from the side of the Radiant is really nice. Sitting in the trees, they're going to bait the Rubik. Rubik will grab a steal. Got the Time Walk again, nice. And yeah, as we said, they're going to go back towards Roshan now. Lincoln's popped. Not the best Roshan team, but they're pretty far ahead. 17k net worth advantage. 19-7 the score. Can the Dire contest this? Didn't even know. Both scans are coming out. We're trying to look for a pick-off on the OD instead. We have a double damage on the Doom. There goes the Aegis, and they immediately smoke out. Aegis picked up there by the Gyrocopter. They know exactly where they are. They've got this deep ward. Well, they spot out the Tiny. Try to run him down. They get the Yules. Cooldown comes in there with the telekinesis as well. That's surely and then Tiny. He goes down. Dominating streak now for the Gyrocopter. Can they find anything else? This Omnite is so fast. Face boost, drums, and Yules. We'll be going for the Radiance next. We're playing Omni-Knight, not Bloodseeker. I just look to push in this bottom lane, then meet up with the OD. Really nice map movement here from 818. Ooh, Burrow strike forward there, but they will get the D ward. Now, question is, how do they approach this siege? They have the Chronosphere available with the Tombstone and the AA Blast. Great high ground defensive tools. So they need to bait out one of the spells using the Aegis before going in. They're going to try and split push them. Looks like the latter. Gyro is in the middle. OD trying to push in this middle. Bottom lane, sorry, with Gyro in the middle. Has the full pike ability to look to go the Shivas and or Lincolns. There's a time walk forwards. That's a lot of damage onto the Faceless Void there with the Hurricane Pike. But they don't have the best team for sieging. This is the thing. Judge goes, okay, he's had enough of this, so I'm going straight up here. Oh, Sand King, this positioning in the trees. Gets the Barrow Strike onto the Undying. He might be in trouble now though. OD pikes himself forwards. The AA Blast is going to hit onto nobody thanks to the Astral. Guardian Angel comes out from the Omni Knight and they're just going to try and disengage. They still have all the big spells available for Pims apart from the AA Blast. Saying that, no, Tombstone's got down as well, so I think they're going to wait out this Tombstone. And then they'll probably go. No, maybe not. Rubik time walks forwards, they're going to take Tombstone down. Gyrocopter runs in straight to the North Tower. Doom just goes down, gets the Doom off onto the OD, but instantly gets burst. That Flat Cannon doing so much damage, brings down the AA as well on the side. And, I mean, this is pretty much game, I think, now. They've opened up the base at this point. Nice Barrow Strike coming through the Sand King. Hits onto two with the Flat Cannon and the rockets and the gyro. It's doing so much damage. A double kill there. Unstoppable streak. Killing spree for the Omni Knight. Gonna toss back the Doom as well. It's gonna be a dieback. One more hit will do it. The Blink Banish should be enough damage to bring him down. Indeed. No, not quite. We get the toss back onto the OD into the fountain. Tries to force himself out, but will die inside the fountain. Meanwhile, the Gyrocopter and the Omni Knight and the Sand King, they're doing their best to take this bottom racks. So that's only one lane of racks. It's not the end of the world. They still have the Aegis, of course, on the Gyrocopter. Haven't used the Chronosphere yet. The Void is dead. They toss it forward to Doom there. Tries to get the stun there with the Centaur. Stolen there. The AA Blast comes on, hits him for two. Barrow Strike comes forward there. We'll bring down the Tiny with the Fade Bolt. Quickest 6 streak. Double kill now for CZY on that Rubik. Beautiful play from him this game. And that is surely game now. Maybe one last fight. They've got the Chronosphere up. They've got the Undying up. Let them get this second lane of racks. And then with that one more combo. I don't think they've done any tower damage this game actually. A little bit at bottom. And a little bit at top. Thoroughly, I won't say crushed, but yeah, crushed a little bit by 818. Here comes the Fountain diving. Knight just repels himself up and they call it GG. Well played. Game 1 of this best of 2 series will go to 818Esports. We will be back shortly for the second game of this series. Thanks for watching, guys. I have been Spruce Moose. If you do like, give us a follow or a shout in the chat. I'll pop on some tunes to have a quick look at the post-game screen. But MVP of that match to me goes to CZY Rubik. Some beautiful steals, beautiful movements. That Chronosphere steal was actually pretty sick. Alright, cheers guys. I will pop on the BRB and we'll be right back.
It's just an all that I can shampoo my This is an ode to the cannon. Hustle over homes who show you the job that you live on. This is an ode to the cannon now.
1, 2, 3.
You wanna disappear in a crowd, just a stranger in a room. Wanna change your colors just for the night, with no word of it following you home. No word of it following you home. No word of it following you home. No word of it. You're just a stranger in a room. You're just a stranger in a room. Tonight I fell for the outline of someone I've wanted to know. 'Cause here under the blue lights, there's always someone I've wanted to know. With no way of it working back home. No way of it working back home. No way of it working back home. No way of it. And I don't wanna waste my time on an unfamiliar ride. Been looking in from the outside. Are you coming? You're just a stranger in a room. You're just a stranger in a room.
Hi guys, hi, welcome back to the stream. I'm Spruce Moose here. We'll be casting the second game in this best of 2 series. If you did miss the first game, well, welcome to the stream. 818Esports did take game 1 in a pretty resounding fashion over Pim's fan club. MVP of the last game for me, probably between the Rubik and the Omni Knight. Omni Knight played really well, but Rubik had some really clutch spell steals, which really influenced some team fights. Meanwhile, let's have a look-see at the draft this time round. So 818, they first pick up the Tiny this for themselves this time. Pims banning out the Omni Knight straight away with the Tinker and the Razor. 818 will ban out the Night Stalker again, the Nyx and the Brewmaster. That is a respect / psychological Omni Knight ban for sure. Ooh, instant Wyvern Medusa coming out from Pims. Okay. That is interesting. Still all the Medusa counters available in the pool. Saying that, apart from the Nyx, 818 have banned out the Nyx themselves. They go for the Furion. Interesting. Haven't seen too much of Nitty's Prophet that much recently. He was super popular a little while ago. Teams like Liquid, really showing the power of the Nitty's Prophet on mind control. Pim's fan club there will go the instant Shadow Shaman ban. Split pushy. 818 will ban out the Ogre. Obviously complement the Medusa's damage there. The Warlock will be banned out by Pims. These are some quick draft. I'm liking this. Puck ban as well by 818. Teams know what they want and they know what they don't want. Wonder if we're going to see a Drow lineup coming out from Pims. Could be decent, but they do have the Tiny and the Furion to jump on top of the Drow, so maybe not. Assume this Furion will be offlane, though we've seen some position for Nature's Prophets recently. Now, Pim's taking a little bit more time to think about their third pick. So obviously standard counters for Medusa. I mean, Nyx is already gone. Tinker's gone from the pool as well. PL still in the pool. Weaver still in the pool. Anti-Mage, of course, although he's kind of fallen off a little bit in the pro meta. And they'll go for the Earth Spirit. Okay, I like that. That's nice. Pretty nice, strong support duo there. Excellent team fight. Good catch as well on the Earth Spirit, which is what they were lacking last game. And we see the Rubik coming out again from 818. Oh, Timbersaw coming out from Pims. That was a quick pickup. Okay. So also it could be a mid, safe lane and or off lane Timbersaw, depending on where this Medusa wants to lane. They've got crazy good deep push now. With that Timbersaw and the Wyvern as well. Again, not amazing tower hitters. They got Deuce is pretty good though. Whereas 818, they've got the Fury and they've got the Tiny. So a bit more on that side, but they don't have. They've got pretty decent magic burst with the Tiny and the Rubik. They'll either need to go full in on that magic burst. Take down this Timbersaw, maybe pick someone up with a Silver Edge, although I say that Nature's Prophet and Tiny could both go Silver Edge as well. Timbersaw, I guess, just picked against the Fury on there, cut down those trees. Doesn't care about Sprout. And okay, Monkey King into a Timbersaw. I mean, laning wise, it's decent, I guess, but you ain't gonna be prancing around on trees with a Timbersaw about, or a Nature's Prophet. They'll be cutting down all your trees. Is that gonna be a safe lane Monkey King? I'm wondering. Hi guys, hi, welcome back to the stream. I'm Spruce Moose here. We'll be casting the second game in this best of 2 series. If you did miss the first game, well, welcome to the stream. Try and match that versus the Timbersaw, potentially. Yeah, Marana is, yeah, I forgot about that as well. Marana semi-counter to Deucer as well with the new talents. Sand King will be banned as well by Pims. So throwing that combination as well with the Rubik. Spell steals this game. Some okay ones, not amazing. I mean, the Wyvern spells are pretty nice still. 818Esports did take game 1 in a pretty resounding fashion over Pim's fan club. MVP of the last game for me, probably between the Rubik and the Omni Knight. Omni Knight played really well, but Rubik had some really clutch spell steals, which really influenced some team fights. Meanwhile, let's have a look-see at the draft this time round. It's 818. They first pick up the Tiny this for themselves this time. Pims banning out the Omni Knight straight away with the Tinker and the Razor. 818 will ban out the Night Stalker again, the Nyx and the Brewmaster. That is a respect/psychological Omni Knight ban for sure. Oh, instant Wyvern Medusa coming out from Pims. Okay. That is interesting. Still all the Medusa counters available in the pool. Saying that, apart from the Nyx, 818 have banned out the Nyx themselves. They go for the Furion. Interesting. Haven't seen too much of the Niche Prophet that much recently. He was super popular a little while ago. Teams like Liquid, really showing the power of the Niche's Prophet on mind control. Pim's fan club there will go the instant Shadow Shaman ban. Split pushy. 818 will ban out the Ogre. Obviously complement the Medusa's damage there. The Warlock will be banned out by Pims. These are some quick draft. I'm liking this. Puck ban as well by 818. Teams know what they want and they know what they don't want. Wonder if we're going to see a Drow lineup coming out from Pims. Could be decent, but they do have the Tiny and the Furion to jump on top of the Drow, so maybe not. Assume this Furion will be off lane, though we've seen some position 4 Nature's Prophets recently. Now, Pim's taking a little bit more time to think about their third pick. So obviously standard counters for Medusa. I mean, Nyx is already gone. Tinker's gone from the pool as well. PL still in the pool. Weaver still in the pool. Anti-Mage, of course, although he's kind of fallen off a little bit in the pro meta. And they'll go for the Earth Spirit. Okay, I like that. That's nice. Pretty nice, strong support duo there. Excellent team fight. Good catch as well on the Earth Spirit, which is what they were lacking last game. And we see the Rubik coming out again from 818. Oh, Timbersaw coming out from Pims. That was a quick pickup. Okay. So also it could be a mid, safe lane and or off lane Timbersaw, depending on where this Medusa wants to lane. They've got crazy good deep push now. With that Timbersaw and the Wyvern as well. Again, not amazing tower hitters. They got Deuce is pretty good though. Whereas 818, they've got the Fury and they've got the Tiny. It's a bit more on that side, but they don't have. They've got pretty decent magic burst with the Tiny and the Rubik. They'll either need to go full in on that magic burst. Take down this Timbersaw, maybe pick someone up with a Silver Edge, although I say that Nature's Prophet and Tiny can both go Silver Edge as well. Timbersaw, I guess, just picked against the Fury on there, cut down those trees. Doesn't care about Sprout. And okay, Monkey King into a Timbersaw. I mean, laning wise, it's decent, I guess, but you ain't gonna be prancing around on trees with a Timbersaw about, or a Nature's Prophet. They'll be cutting down all your trees. Is that going to be a safe lane Monkey King, I'm wondering? Try and match that versus the Timbersaw, potentially. Yeah, Mirana is, yeah, I forgot about that as well. Mirana semi-counter to Deucer as well with the new talents. Sand King will be banned as well by Pims. So fearing that combination as well with the Rubik. Spell steals this game. Some okay ones, not amazing. I mean, the Wyvern spells are pretty nice still.